Welcome back, everybody. We're out of executive session at 7:02. Number 12, discussion and possible action to approve a variance request for a fence at 5610 Ben Hogan Circle.
I make a motion to not approve a variance request for a fence at 5610 Ben Hogan Circle.
Do I hear a second?
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 13, discussion and possible action to approve a variance request for a fence at 146 El Cielo Circle.
I make a motion to not approve a variance request for a fence at 146 El Cielo Circle.
Do I hear a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion 9. Let's see, number 14, discussion and possible action to approve a variance request for a patio at 508 Palm Valley Drive West.
I make a motion that we table that until our is postponed.
And definitely so postponed.
Definitely, so that we can, do I need to say why?
Yes.
So that we can determine why it was denied by the inspector and get more information.
Okay, do I hear a second?
I second.
Okay, so is it Gil or? All right, I have a second.
We have
All
a
those in
second
favor say
and a
aye.
third.
Aye.
All right. So indefinitely is postponed. Number 15. Number 15, discussion and possible action to approve a request for proposals, RFP for an enterprise system from vendors. Gil, you wanna?
Yeah, the reason we brought this up is because as you know, and everybody here at this table, that we have access or we're operating on a system that was created back in 1998. And it's very difficult to get information and input information. And we're getting charged enormously by our IT guy to piece it together one by one by one by one. And every time we get that, it's in the hundreds, and sometimes it's in the thousands. If we want to get it to where we need to be at. So there's some enterprise systems out there that will incorporate all the systems, and it'll get the water, the sewer, the court system too.
Yes.
The court system, our administration system, and the accounting all in one. So if the city secretary makes an update on the budget, everyone sees it. Everybody has access to it. So, well, not everybody has that. But everybody who should have access. has
Employees.
access. Yeah, and then that way it's on a it's updated. It's a live. You can see what's going on. You don't have to call the IT guy and say, "Can you put this together?" And then 2 days later, he comes up with a process to get that information. And it's already too late. It's already 2 days old. And so, we live in a system like 24 hours. So that's why I made this to requesting proposals from these vendors to get that going. You want to?
Do we have specs built out before we do RFPs?
We're currently drafting specs right now.
What was that?
We're currently drafting specs right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see those specs before we.
That's fine.
All right.
So discussion and possible action to approve a request for proposals for an. Oh, actually, that's yours. Never mind.
Pending the specs.
And specs.
Okay, do I hear a motion?
I
Because even if we get RFPs, if it's out of our budget, we don't have to go through with it.
Yeah.
We're just shopping for the best
Yeah.
price, see what we
Yeah.
can do. Okay.
They're all going to be expensive. Just let you know, even our own IT guy, which is kind of sad.
Okay, so your motion was.
I'll make a motion to approve action to approve a request for proposals for an enterprise system from vendors for RFPs.
Pending the specs.
Yeah,
And
pending the specs.
Okay. Do I hear a second? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Number 16, discussion and possible action of the removal of the current Parks and Rec Advisory Board and cannot be appointed for 1 year after removal. There's a motion.
I make a motion to, do we do it individually? Is that what it is? But make a motion to remove the current Parks and Recreation Advisory Board individually, and it cannot be appointed for 1 year after removal. The first person being Karen Hansen. I make a motion to remove Karen Hansen from the Parks and Rec Board.
I second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next,
I make a motion to remove Julie Harrington from the Parks and Rec Board and cannot be reappointed for 1 year after removal.
I second it.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Right.
Well,
Not sure. You didn't ask for opposition.
Oh, anybody opposed?
Aye.
Okay, one opposed. Two opposed. Okay. So we have 2 and 2.
Do I-
That's
3-2. It's 60%. It's not 66.
It's 3-2, correct?
Yeah. That's 3-2. That's 60%.
It's
It's 2/3 according to them.
right, which is 66%.
Hmm?
I don't think you're there with the vote,
No,
simple math, where's Lisa when you need
I don't know.
it? No, it's not, it doesn't. That's
it's not gonna pass. Yeah. Then I have to bring.
She's not removed.
She's not removed.
That's as simple as it gets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Harrington's still on. Next,
Discussion and possible action for the removal of the current Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, Jennifer Grisham, and cannot be appointed for 1 year after removal.
Second.
Okay, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those who oppose?
Aye.
One,
No,
motion carries. One opposed. Next,
Discussion and action for the removal of the current Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, Melissa Tice, and cannot be appointed for 1 year after removal.
there's a second.
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Aye.
One opposed. Motion carries. Next,
Is that it? No.
That's it.
No, Shane.
Shane, Shane,
I think he voluntarily.
he voluntarily stepped down. He's no longer on.
Yeah, he resigned.
He resigned.
Yeah. And then Scott Nelson was fired and then rehired. And then John Todd did a resignation, so I think that covers it.
So it'll currently consist of 2.
One,
We have
Julie,
one.
Julie.
Scott's.
Well,
Okay.
Scott technically
we
is
can still have.
Okay.
the-
ex officio.
The mayor and the council is until additional board members can be
Okay.
appointed by the council.
Correct. All right. 17 consent agenda. We have anything? Any questions, discussion?
I move for approval of the consent agenda as presented.
I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries on consent agenda. And we don't have Eric anymore, so who's gonna do this?
Maybe that we call this meeting later, sir.
I second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Right. Motion carries. We're closed.
Well done.